Hey guys, we're back, and I want to say thank you yet again, of course, for your support as always, coming back and watching more videos. And real quick shout out to Colin Unger, who is back. YXBA is back, and he's ready to mash some more buttons. He has a new video out, and he's been gone for quite a while, so give him a watch on his video, give him a like, say hello to him, welcome him back, and I think he'll be doing some more videos soon. He did a real cool video on Nintendo's online service and how they can make it good for everybody. So go on and give him some support and welcome him back. So today's topic, and I'm sorry if I'm laughing a little bit, I just find this is really, really funny. And as you guys know, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to go raging or going crazy and making all these crazy statements and, being all angry about stuff. But this is pretty funny. If it is the only option, I want to make that clear. If this is the only option, I think this is hilarious. So basically, Reggie Fils-Aimé of Nintendo did an interview with GameSpot talking about this smartphone app that they're going to be using for the Nintendo Switch's online service for basically matchmaking, create your own lobby, and voice chat. So he laid out that basically you're going to need to use your smartphone for that through an app. And here's the direct quote. He says, "The smartphone app that we're creating that will be part of our online service, we believe, is going to be a very compelling part of the overall proposition because that's how you'll voice chat, that's how you'll do your matchmaking, and create your lobby. We also think it's a very elegant solution if you're taking your Switch on the go, you've put yourself in a hotspot, you're looking to get a quick match of Mario Kart in, to whip out some sort of bulky gamer headset is a bit of a challenge. So we think we've got an elegant solution. That's a very specific answer to your question." End of quote. So before we get going with what he's saying here, I really do hope that this is not the only solution that Nintendo has for doing your online matchmaking and voice chat and lobbies and stuff like that, because it actually sounds more cumbersome than what it should be. Now, PlayStation 4 comes with its own headset, which is a very small, basically earbuds with a microphone that's on the cord that connects into your controller. That's all it is, and that's your voice chat. Very uncumbersome, very unnoticeable even, and it's not bulky at all. Now for this, for some reason, Reggie's talking about some big bulky gamer headset when that actually isn't the way things are going these days. I mean, that was maybe, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Everybody had those big bulky headsets. And of course you still can use those and they're higher quality, but as far as getting earbuds are concerned, you still can use those with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. What doesn't make any sense though is he's talking about this smartphone app that you need to use to create your own lobby and do matchmaking on through your smartphone. So my question is why, oh why, can't that just be done on the Nintendo Switch? The Nintendo Switch has a touchscreen. You can type on there if you need to, type messages. It has its own audio jack. You can plug right into it and you can use earbuds right there as your voice chat. It can be exactly the same usage as a PlayStation 4, just with the Nintendo Switch itself on the go. I don't see personally any reason to use your smartphone because all that stuff should be available to you in the game itself, right? Wouldn't that make it a much more streamlined experience? I mean, that's the whole reason why you have your whole game and, all your options there on the screen. It gives you the entire experience right there in your hands. If you have to put down your Nintendo Switch and go pull out your smartphone and start doing it, doing the matchmaking through there, and then look up at your Nintendo Switch and make sure everything's working correctly. Oh, it didn't work. Look back down your smartphone, make sure it works. Okay, I didn't push that correctly, so I got to go back here again. That sounds really cumbersome in my opinion. But of course I'm saying it sounds this way. I'm not saying anything about the actual app because we don't know for sure how smooth the experience will be. But I know for a fact that having to pull out your smartphone in conjunction with another handheld device, you're going to need to be kind of, juggling some devices there to get this thing working, when it definitely could all be done right there on the Switch screen itself. There is no reason why it couldn't be. I really don't see the reason personally. I don't see any technical limitations that wouldn't allow you to make your own lobby and matchmaking from the Switch itself. But Nintendo being Nintendo, right? They want to be different and try this different solution because they're thinking that, hey, everyone has a smartphone and they all are used to their smartphones. Maybe they're not used to using other devices like this, even though the Switch is a touchscreen and it's a tablet basically in your hands. Everyone knows how to use a tablet. So I'm not quite understanding if this is the only option to use online voice chat, matchmaking, and lobby creating, I don't see why this can be the only option. It doesn't make any sense to me. And on top of all this, Nintendo is going to be charging us to use this. So this better be a great online service, right? It better work really well. It better sync up with your smartphone. It better do all those things really good if Nintendo's going to be successful with this. Because adding another device to it with another screen, you know, you already had dual screens with the 3DS, but at least that was all on one device. You're having to pull out another device and do matchmaking on that. Why not just be able to do that with the Nintendo Switch, where you have all your games on anyway? I don't understand that, guys. I don't understand. I think it's funny, actually. I think it's funny. I think it will work just fine, but it's a little bit cumbersome and unneeded and unnecessary, in my opinion. Of course, don't knock it until you try it, right? But just hearing about it being used in this way is kind of amusing to me. For all intents and purposes, in a standard gaming world, you should be able to plug in your earbud headset with a little microphone attached to it right to the Switch, and you should be good to go. Quite honestly, that is all it should be. So for this, it just seems silly, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, of course. And this article that I'm going to link you is from Nintendo Today, and they were linking the GameSpot article. But basically they said that this is one of the shocking announcements of the Nintendo Switch. And I would say, yeah, possibly this is kind of shocking that you would have to be using an app on your smartphone to go online on another device. That, you know, I don't know. That does sound pretty shocking when you think of it that way. So a couple of things to consider before, you know, of course, going off the deep end and going nuts with all these reactions to this. Let's wait for some more details, even though this was very specific and quite amusing in my opinion, but let's wait for more details. Maybe there is more details about this, and maybe this isn't the only option. And also, number two, let's wait to actually try this in action before judging it, or hearing impressions about it before making a judgment call about this. Because who knows, maybe using your smartphone in conjunction with the Switch will be a lot easier than we think, and less bulky or cumbersome, even though it doesn't sound that way in practice. Who knows? We have to wait and see to be sure. But of course the joke is, hey, you know, I thought Nintendo was done with doing dual screens. But here we are with the Nintendo Switch, and you gotta use your smartphone with another screen on it to do online play and create your own lobby and matchmaking and voice chat. So that is quite interesting. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. And I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Take care.